Imagine waking up every morning with a fire inside you, a clear vision of who you want to become and the discipline to make it happen. Now, imagine the opposite. Waking up feeling stuck, unmotivated, and watching days slip through your fingers with nothing to show for them. The difference between these two realities isn't luck, talent, or even intelligence. It's the daily commitment to working on yourself, to becoming better, stronger, and more capable than you were yesterday. Most people want success, but very few are willing to put in the work on themselves. They chase external rewards, money, status, recognition, without realizing that real success begins from within. Your habits, your mindset, your discipline, your associations. These are the invisible forces shaping your future. If you don't take control of them, they will take control of you. So the question is, how hard are you willing to work on yourself? How much are you willing to push beyond your comfort zone? Because everything you want, every goal, every dream, every breakthrough depends on the effort you put into becoming the person capable of achieving it. Let's talk about what it really takes to transform yourself and in turn, your entire life. The first step to working hard on yourself is accepting a fundamental truth. You are responsible for your life. No one else, not your parents, not your boss, not society, and certainly not luck. The moment you take full responsibility for where you are right now is the moment you regain power over your future. This is not an easy truth to accept. Most people prefer to blame circumstances. They blame the economy, their upbringing, the government, or the lack of opportunities. And while these factors may have influenced their past, they do not control their future. Taking responsibility means letting go of excuses. It means looking in the mirror and saying, I am where I am because of the choices I've made, and if I want a different life, I have to make different choices. This mindset shift is the first real step toward transformation. But why is it so difficult? Because it forces us to confront uncomfortable realities. It's much easier to believe that external forces are holding us back than to acknowledge that we may have been standing in our own way. The truth is, your life is the sum total of your decisions. Every single day, you are either moving closer to your goals or further away from them based on the choices you make. The food you eat, the books you read, the people you spend time with, and the thoughts you entertain. All of these shape your future. The challenge is that most of these choices don't seem significant in the moment. Eating one unhealthy meal won't ruin your health. Skipping one workout won't make you weak. And watching TV instead of reading a book won't make you ignorant. But repeated over time, these small decisions compound. The person who takes responsibility understands that every little choice matters. One of the most powerful realizations you can have is that life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. And change begins with you. Not with waiting for the perfect moment, not with hoping that someone else will fix your problems, but by taking ownership of your actions. When you accept full responsibility, you stop waiting and start creating. You stop complaining and start taking action. You stop hoping for success and start building it. But responsibility is not just about taking control of your actions, it's also about taking control of your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you believe you are a victim of circumstances, you will act like one. If you believe you are capable of growth, you will start looking for solutions instead of excuses. The way you think about yourself determines what you will allow yourself to achieve. Many people fall into the trap of blaming their past for their present struggles. They let past failures, mistakes, and disappointments define them. But personal responsibility means refusing to be a prisoner of the past. It means using past experiences as lessons, not limitations. It means recognizing that while you cannot change what happened, you can change how you respond to it. This shift in perspective is what separates those who succeed from those who stay stuck. Successful people do not have easier lives. They face challenges, setbacks, and failures like everyone else. But instead of blaming the world, they take ownership. They ask, what can I do to change this? How can I improve? What lesson can I learn? They understand that complaining about problems does not solve them. Only action does. Taking responsibility also means being honest with yourself. It's easy to tell yourself that you're doing your best when deep down you know you could do more. It's easy to justify bad habits, procrastination, or laziness. But honesty is crucial. If you want to improve, you have to be willing to face the truth about where you are and where you need to go. Self-awareness is a powerful tool. When you recognize your weaknesses, you can work on them. When you acknowledge your strengths, you can build on them. But this only happens when you take responsibility for your growth. Another important aspect of responsibility is understanding that no one is coming to save you. Too many people wait for a mentor, a perfect opportunity, or the right timing. They believe that if they just had more support, more money, or more luck, they would finally succeed. But this kind of thinking keeps people stuck. The truth is, the only person who can change your life is you. No one will do it for you. No one will push you harder than you push yourself. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you will start taking real action. Personal responsibility is not a one-time decision. It's a daily practice. It means choosing growth over comfort every single day. It means developing the discipline to follow through on your commitments even when you don't feel like it. It means constantly asking yourself, what can I do today to get better? It's about understanding that you are not a finished product. You are a work in progress. And you have the power to shape your future. There will always be obstacles. There will always be reasons to quit. But when you take full responsibility, you realize that you have the ability to overcome anything. You stop waiting for motivation and start relying on discipline. You stop making excuses and start making progress. You stop hoping for change and start becoming the person who creates it. Discipline is the foundation of all success. It is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Without discipline, talent goes to waste, potential remains untapped, and dreams stay dreams. Many people have big ambitions, but only a small percentage ever achieve them. The difference? Discipline. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's the habit of choosing long-term success over short-term comfort. It's waking up early to work on your goals, even when your bed feels more inviting. It's pushing through difficult moments, even when quitting seems easier. Discipline starts with small decisions, and those decisions shape your life. People often think that success is about making one big move, one grand breakthrough, but in reality, success is a series of small, disciplined actions taken consistently over time. It's not about going to the gym once, it's about going every day, even when you don't see immediate results. It's not about reading one book, it's about developing a habit of learning and applying knowledge daily. It's not about making one great financial decision, it's about practicing financial discipline consistently, saving, investing, and managing money wisely. Most people struggle with discipline because they rely on motivation. They wait until they feel inspired to take action. But motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Some days you wake up excited and ready to conquer the world. Other days you feel exhausted, unmotivated, or distracted. If you rely on motivation, you will only take action when you feel like it, and that inconsistency will keep you stuck. Discipline, on the other hand, does not depend on feelings. It's about taking action no matter how you feel. It's about making a commitment to yourself and following through. Whether you're excited or exhausted, whether the conditions are perfect or not. One of the most important aspects of discipline is understanding the power of habits. Your habits define your future. Every action you take reinforces a pattern, whether good or bad. If you develop the habit of procrastination, of making excuses, of avoiding challenges, those habits will shape your life in ways you won't like. But if you build the habit of consistency, of effort, of pushing yourself beyond your limits, your future will look entirely different. Every day you are programming your mind and body through repetition. The question is, are you programming yourself for success or failure? Discipline also requires sacrifice. You cannot have everything at once. You must be willing to give up certain comforts, distractions, and temptations in order to achieve something greater. That might mean sacrificing an extra hour of sleep to work on your goals. It might mean cutting down on entertainment to invest time in learning a skill. It might mean giving up unhealthy foods to take care of your body. The problem is that most people want success, but they don't want to give up anything to get it. They want to be fit, but don't want to exercise. They want wealth, but don't want to save and invest. They want success, but don't want to put in the effort. The reality is every great achievement comes with a price, and discipline is the currency you pay to achieve it. One of the most difficult things about discipline is that it doesn't offer instant rewards. In a world of instant gratification, people struggle to stay patient. They want results now. They want to see progress immediately. But real success takes time. The disciplined person understands this and trusts the process. They know that every action they take is like planting a seed. At first, it may seem like nothing is happening, but over time, those small actions compound, and before they know it, they have created something incredible. The problem with most people is that they quit too soon. They start working toward a goal, but when they don't see immediate results, they give up. They don't realize that the rewards of discipline come later, not immediately. Another important part of discipline is learning to master your emotions. There will be days when you feel tired, discouraged, or frustrated. There will be moments when you question whether the effort is worth it. The disciplined person does not let emotions dictate their actions. They push through, even when it's hard. They recognize that emotions are temporary, but the results of discipline are permanent. Instead of letting their feelings control them, they use their discipline to stay focused on their long-term goals. Environment plays a big role in discipline as well. If you are surrounded by distractions, negativity, or unmotivated people, it becomes much harder to stay disciplined. That's why it's crucial to create an environment that supports your goals. Remove distractions, set clear priorities, and surround yourself with people who inspire you to be better. If your environment is full of temptations and easy excuses, discipline will always be an uphill battle. But if your environment is structured for success, discipline becomes a natural part of your daily routine. Ultimately, discipline is about building self-respect. Every time you follow through on a commitment, you strengthen your belief in yourself. You prove to yourself that you are capable, reliable, and strong. But every time you break a commitment, you weaken that belief. You send a message to yourself that your word doesn't matter, that your goals don't matter. That's why self-discipline is not just about achieving success. It's about becoming the kind of person who keeps their promises to themselves. It's about proving to yourself over and over again that you have what it takes to turn your dreams into reality. One of the biggest obstacles to personal growth is comfort. People settle into routines, habits, and patterns that feel safe and familiar. They do the same things, think the same thoughts, and surround themselves with the same people. While this may create a sense of stability, it also prevents growth. Growth requires discomfort. It requires stepping into the unknown, taking risks, and challenging yourself in ways that feel uncomfortable. If you never push yourself beyond what is easy, you will never know what you are truly capable of. A key aspect of personal growth is learning. Knowledge is the fuel for growth, and in today's world, knowledge is more accessible than ever. Books, courses, podcasts, and mentors are available at the click of a button. Yet, despite this, many people remain stagnant because they do not prioritize learning. They watch hours of entertainment, but won't spend time reading a book that could change their thinking. They scroll through social media, but won't invest in acquiring a new skill. Growth requires the discipline to learn every day, to feed the mind with ideas that challenge and inspire, and to constantly seek wisdom that can be applied in real life. But knowledge alone is not enough. Growth happens when knowledge is put into action. Many people consume information but never apply it. They read about success but do not take the necessary steps to achieve it. They learn strategies for self-improvement but do not implement them. True growth comes from action, taking what you learn and applying it to your life in meaningful ways. It's about making small improvements every day, experimenting, failing, learning from mistakes, and continuously adjusting. Growth is an active process, not a passive one. Another essential part of growth is developing the right mindset. A growth mindset believes that abilities, intelligence, and skills can be developed with effort and persistence. A fixed mindset, on the other hand, believes that these qualities are set in stone. People with a fixed mindset avoid challenges because they fear failure. They see effort as useless and criticism as a personal attack. But those with a growth mindset see failure as a stepping stone to success. They embrace challenges because they understand that struggle leads to strength. They take feedback seriously and use it to improve. If you want to grow, you must adopt the belief that you are capable of continuous improvement, no matter where you are starting from. One of the most powerful ways to accelerate growth is to surround yourself with the right people. The people you associate with influence your thinking, habits, and ambitions. If you spend time with people who are complacent, negative, or unmotivated, it will be difficult to maintain a mindset of growth. But if you surround yourself with people who are constantly learning, setting goals, and striving to be better, their mindset will rub off on you. Seek out mentors, role models, and peers who challenge you to be your best. Engage in conversations that stretch your thinking and expose you to new ideas. The right environment makes personal growth easier and more natural. Growth also requires resilience. It is not a smooth journey. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. Many people give up when they face obstacles, thinking that difficulty is a sign that they are not meant to succeed. But growth-minded individuals understand that challenges are part of the process. They learn to push through difficulties, to see failure as feedback, and to use setbacks as learning experiences. Every challenge is an opportunity to become stronger, smarter, and more capable. Self-reflection is another powerful tool for growth. It is not enough to simply go through experiences, you must learn from them. Taking time to reflect on your actions, decisions, and results helps you understand what is working and what needs to change. It allows you to correct mistakes, refine strategies, and set clearer goals. Without reflection, growth becomes aimless. But with reflection, you can ensure that every step you take is leading you in the right direction. At the core of growth is the commitment to never settle. It is easy to become satisfied with where you are, especially if you are doing better than most. But the true potential lies beyond what is comfortable. There is always more to learn, more to achieve, and more ways to improve. The best never stop growing. They never reach a point where they believe they have arrived. They continue to push themselves, to expand their capabilities, and to strive for higher levels of success and fulfillment. Growth is not something that happens occasionally. It must become a way of life. It requires daily effort, continuous learning, and an unwavering commitment to becoming better. It is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Those who embrace growth live richer, fuller lives. They achieve more, experience deeper fulfillment, and leave a greater impact on the world. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of success. Every great achievement, every breakthrough, and every major accomplishment has failure as a foundation. The problem is that most people fear failure so much that they avoid taking risks, stepping outside their comfort zones, or trying new things. They see failure as something to be ashamed of, as a sign of weakness or inadequacy. But in reality, failure is a teacher, a guide, and an essential ingredient for growth. Without failure, there is no learning, no progress, and no true success. One of the biggest reasons people fear failure is because they tie it to their identity. They believe that if they fail, it means they are a failure. But failure is not who you are. It is simply an event, a moment in time, a step in the process. The most successful people in the world have failed more times than the average person has even tried. They understand that failure is a natural part of learning. Every mistake teaches a lesson, every setback builds resilience, and every rejection brings them one step closer to their goal. Failure is feedback. It shows you what is working and what is not. It reveals weaknesses, gaps in knowledge, and areas that need improvement. Instead of fearing failure, the key is to embrace it and extract the lessons it offers. When something does not go as planned, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I improve? What will I do differently next time? By shifting your perspective from seeing failure as an endpoint to seeing it as a stepping stone, you transform it from an obstacle into a tool for progress. One of the most powerful examples of failure leading to success can be seen in the lives of those who have achieved greatness. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, failed thousands of times before he succeeded. When asked about his failures, he famously said, "I have not failed, I've just found 1,0,0,0,0 ways that won't work." He understood that every failed attempt was necessary for discovering the right solution. The same pattern can be seen in business, sports, and every other field of achievement. The best athletes lose games, the best entrepreneurs face bankruptcies, and the best leaders make mistakes. But what sets them apart is that they do not let failure define them. Fear of failure keeps people stuck in mediocrity. It stops them from taking action, from pursuing their dreams, and from challenging themselves. They choose safety over growth, comfort over progress, and routine over possibility. They would rather not try at all than risk failing, but the irony is that by trying to avoid failure, they guarantee it. Because the greatest failure is not trying. The greatest failure is living a life of regret, looking back and wondering what could have been if only they had taken the chance. Failure also builds resilience. It strengthens character and develops the mental toughness needed to succeed in the long run. If success came easily, it would not be valuable. It is the struggle, the setbacks, and the obstacles that make success meaningful. When you fail and get back up, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than the challenges you face. You develop confidence, not because everything goes perfectly, but because you know you can handle it when things go wrong. This is what separates those who succeed from those who quit. The ability to keep moving forward despite the failures. The way you respond to failure determines everything. Some people let failure break them. They take it personally, become discouraged, and give up. Others use it as fuel, as motivation to work harder, to refine their strategies, and to come back stronger. The difference is not in the failure itself, but in the mindset of the person experiencing it. You can choose to see failure as a dead end or as a detour leading to something greater.